You know, Pezza, at the end of every test match, I always like to think, you know, is my life better at the end of the test match than what it was 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago? And this one, mate, my life has been significantly enriched for the experience of the last 5 days. Let me tell you about my day today, mate. It's Sunday, it's 34 degrees, I had a look at a beach, I had a look at an ice cream, and I fell asleep in the afternoon with Nathan Lyon taking 6 for. I look at the scoreboard, I look at the scorecard, as is my wont. Double hundreds everywhere. There are names, there are numbers, there are nonces, there are concussion substitutions, there's bags. It's just perfection. I don't know what more anyone in Australia could have wanted from this test match. Sure, 40,000 people lobbed to the ground over the last 5 days, sure. But what a great sport this is, where it can just be on and you're floating in and out and you can have a nap and you haven't missed much. And that's been my experience of this day today. Australia go 1-0 up, win by 164 runs.
What type of ice cream?
It was just your classic cone into soft serve situation. From a vendor. Not sure if he's actually selling ice cream. Just sort of popped my head in the window, said, I'll have one of those. There was an exchange of details, just an exchange of goods and services for currency. And then I went about my day.
You don't want to go into like flavors and stuff, like soft serve, just a bit of vanilla kind of gear.
Let me tell you, there was a flake in there.
Yeah,
there was a flake in there.
Ask.
Yeah.
We talk.
Yeah.
What are we looking at? Vis-a-vis flakes, vis-a-vis sprinkles.
No sprinkles on offer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but yeah.
Yeah, there are so many ways to look at this test match. Here goes, and I mean, I think what you call out is right, and it's not the media angle. It's not the media angle. You know, I think you ask the right question as anyone would as a consumer of goods and services. At the end of any good or service that you consume, you ask yourself, is my life better for that? And we should all do that. And I'm looking at this test match and I'm thinking, Cumo's taken 200 poles. Marnus has scored over 300 runs. Smith's made double ton red, and then another, and not to be forgotten, another 20 red too. So just not dismissed all game. No one's getting me out this game.
Yeah.
Nathan Lyon spun Australia to victory in Perth in the 4th innings with 6. I mean,
come on.
Life's been in flux more so than usual in the last 3 or 4 years. And I'm having a look at a comfortable Australian win. They make it a bit tough for themselves in the 4th innings. That's okay. There's a bit of familiarity to that as well. But I'm having a look at Australia winning a game of cricket. You know, I'll have a look at some other things like the structural and systemic devolution of West Indies Test cricket courtesy of Australia and other big nations. I'll have a look at that, but I'll have a look at that another time. Right now, I'm just having a look at numbers. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. This is one of these great test matches where they start combining other performances from other minnow nations just to insult them further unnecessarily, where it's like it's an amalgamation of all these test matches to buttress the actual test matches, Australia and England, and maybe some India stuff on occasion. So like when Marnus now has scored 9,000 runs in his last 3 innings at Optus Stadium, he got that 143 against New Zealand and a 50, and now he's got the 200 and the 100. So he's pairing these much like a nice semi-on with a nice fish of a Saturday afternoon at your seaside coastal restaurants. When really they don't really have anything to do with one another. I suppose he's got a good record there, but that's what these test matches can give us. Just a collection of numbers.
I hope we're talking to adults here, because I'm about to say something very adult. Right? Mate, sometimes teams just fucking win a game of cricket. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes in a game, sometimes in a game of cricket, one team beats the other team handsomely and they're better. And and I tell you what, it might not conform to modern day entertainment principles. I must always be entertained at all time with the closest fucking thing. Sometimes the team's just better than the other team. And you look at some of the reasons behind that, and it makes for very, very discouraging reading. But we can do that
Quite
another
depressing.
time. Right now,
Yeah.
we're just looking at an adult cricket team beating another adult cricket team.
This was in the open division. This was men's opens.
It was a comfortable, handsome win. You know.
Yeah.
Pete Hanscom.
Pete Handsome.
That's
What
it.
about the feeling though, Pez, of Nathan Lyon also going past Ashwin? Sure, Ashwin's played 25 less Test matches. None of my concern. It's just he's got a higher number of one column. If you search by wickets, he then goes to 8th, and then it's like power rankings. Ashwin down to 9 now, and obviously as we know, Ashwin will never play Test cricket again. So that's his last chance to actually go past Ashwin.
Ashwin doesn't have to bowl in the 4th dig in Perth every year, does he? Fuck that. He's a fine bowler. He's a fine bowler. But I reckon if Nathan Lyons played on those decks as well, he might have got to 400 and whatever the fuck he's got a little bit quickly too, you know? A little bit quickly.
With Cummins being off the field today, well, he was on the field today, but he didn't bowl, did he? Ever since last night.
Ever since last night.
It just Did you have some flashbacks? Did you have some PTSD, some trauma about? What about all the other times we've been able to bowl teams out in the 4th innings?
Yeah.
Did you have that fear, or would you think like, 5 sessions, 6 sessions here against the West
No way.
Indies?
It's Australia, mate. No.
Heady's going to chip in the old bin lid there, couple of bowls.
No, I didn't. I've got no reason to feel confident about Australia bowling teams out in the 4th innings. We're terribly impotent a lot of the time. Now, there are some numbers, particularly Nathan Lyon numbers, that actually go right against the grain of that. When he returned from Sri Lanka in 2019, his record bowling in the 4th innings read 58 wickets at bang on 34 apiece, which is no good. But since then, his record bowling in the last innings of a test is pretty good. 46 wickets at 22.1 since Feb 2019. 4 5-wicket hauls. 4th innings average today drops below 29. It's currently 28.75 for the first time in a decade. So, look, numbers are in the realm of mathematics. Quite often mathematics is actually indisputable. It's quite objective. Like 2 + 2 will equal 4 in any realm of life.
Yeah.
That is pure objectivity. And there's some numbers there. I wouldn't say it's pure objectivity. So Nathan Lyon's improved, but that doesn't mean that we don't make it hard work for ourselves a little bit. But then again, it's another adult comment. You don't have it all your own way in cricket sometimes. It's just that's what happens with adults in the open division. The other team can do some stuff. I thought the Windies batted pretty well. I think the Windies have played okay this game, actually. I also think Australia bowled decently too, like just two teams that are playing a game of cricket against each other. Like Mitch Starc, he bowled full. That was good. Mitch Starc bowled almost half volley length, which is courageous. That's attacking cricket, and he can get pumped from time to time. But like he bowled full and it was good. Cricket.
Yeah. I think before this game we had a wish list, and we checked it twice to see who was naughty and who was nice. And I think we wanted Marnus montages, we wanted Smith runs, we wanted to have a look at some polls, we wanted some green stuff, and we just wanted a West Indian player to do something which makes us go tip of the cap. And we've got it all because Brathwaite's been fantastic in this game, Darrell's son. 64 in the first dig, 110 in the second dig off 188. It was all pretty good. So to your point, West Indies batting was actually very solid. But I mean, they've taken 6 wickets in the game, so they're bowling. You talk about impotency. When you got K Mayers at 115s rolling out first change in long sleeves, it ain't going to cut mustard. Ain't going to cut the muster down here. But I mean, but a guy's got 100, so I can enjoy that in some capacity. And because my team's won, so it's actually perfect. And then even better, now that Pakistan have also scored 500, and that game's going to be absolutely diabolical. You got Ramiz Raja talking about it's a disgrace of a pitch and it's unacceptable, blah, blah, blah. That makes me feel good. 5th versus 7th in the world, none of our business. That's none of our concern over there.
Yeah.
But it does feed into it because, Raw's competing against, our closest rivals.
Yeah, man. I think tip of the lid to the Australian cricket team for just giving the punters what they want. Like you ask for runs, I'll give you runs. You ask for wickets, I'll give you wickets. You ask for a little bit of drama here and there and some milestone stuff and a couple of new blood stuff, I'll give you that too. Okay? I mean, what else are they meant to do with this game? This format that's quickly declining due to rapid underinvestment.
Yeah, inflation. All right, should we go into hashtag ICGC?
Yeah, sure. I got one coming in. I say coming in. It's come in. Oh, well done. It's just it's obviously gone and redone itself.
See you later.
Glenn Brandon writes in: off spinner taking 6 for in Perth to win on day 5. Is Test cricket broken?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that is a valid point because that is one thing that I have missed on this wicket. They were talking about in this Test match. They were talking about they left 10 mils of grass on the surface. I'm supposed to know what that even means. Played cricket, been around cricket for most of my entire
IPL
life.
Age, that could mean cash, like just 10 mil. It probably was 10 mil worth.
So, but it was quite docile. It didn't really have the pace and the energy. There was actually a few balls that sort of shot through from about day 3 onwards, but it wasn't uneven bounce. So I suppose there was a bit of rough to work with there today for the bin lid and the goat. But yeah, I didn't get my Perth through the chest stuff. Yeah, which is upsetting because there are so many wickets becoming more and more similar in Australia. Maybe it's just world cricket generally, but I don't understand how to make a wicket, and nor does anyone watching or listening to this. So I don't know how to fix it.
I think that's right. I don't think it would be right for this show to end with such positivity on everyone delivering everything. There's little complaints like, well, Perth wasn't exactly through the chest as I want. Okay, yeah, there was some sustained bowling of 145 Ks plus and keepers taken up above the head and some stuff through the chest, but not enough.
Sure.
Because I'm a millennial and I expect more. Let's leave the final word to the fucking siren pigeon here. Two adult teams played a game of cricket. Here he is, just fucking focusing on that. They played a game of cricket. Get the fucking focus going. Christ alive. There we are. It's not okay. You can go next to me. 2 adults played a game of cricket. Australia was better than the opposition due to systemic structural advantage, and that was fucking great for a couple of millennials having a beer over the weekend. Fuck off.